Aye?
I have a really nice camp here. I am so sorry, Matt.
Here, Mutt.
My house. That was a shitload of potions. Strange potion. Okay. Strange. Let's not drink it. It's like a death potion. Come on. Okay, let's read this thing. So long. I should have sit down on the below. It is what it is. It's not tournament day, is it? Ah, that wasn't 519. And if nothing else, we can just join the next one.
Here you go. Take it.
Hey. Oh,
Go!
let's change into our talking clothes.
Ja!
Very warm.
Whoa! Good boy. Good boy.
Same room. Right, seems we're outside.
God bless you, sir.
Are you Pine?
I am. Why?
I'm looking for his dinner.
I don't know any Stenner.
Stonard said something different.
You're a friend of Stonard's, are you?
God forbid. That's all I need. A friend like that bastard. But he was the only one who really knew Stenner.
You're right there. Stenner was always cursing him. He was as lazy as a pig, but always wanted his share.
So you knew Stenner? Can you tell me anything about her?
I know Stenner all right, but she ain't been here in some time. Why are you looking for her? What do you want from her?
I'm looking for her... Back in the city, they think she's either dead or run off somewhere. And you're the last person to see her before she went missing.
Whatever.
What can you tell me about Zdenna?
She always had it hard. She lost her parents and her home as a child. She had to learn to take care of herself.
And what about Sternad? How does he fit into this?
Sternard was her guardian angel, as she used to say. If she hadn't been thieving with him, she probably would have ended up a whore. But by sharing with him, she could do what she wanted.
Uh-huh. I'm surprised she stuck with him as long as she did.
That's because she had a hideout somewhere nearby. That's why she'd come to me with her loot, before they taxed her on the spot. And the last time she was here, she said one more haul like this, and she'd be able to go wherever she wanted, to Prague or Vienna.
I heard she wanted to sell you some valuables. Is that true?
Oh, aye. She had a good haul. No rubbish. Mostly jewelry, rings, one signet ring with a coat of arms and everything. She left it all here. I paid her a pretty sum of coin. It was a good thing she had a basket with her. Otherwise, she couldn't have carried it all.
And what about that signet ring? Do you still have it?
She didn't sell me the ring. She wanted to keep it. Said it'd bring her luck someday.
Do you know what kind of luck she meant? Did you recognize the signet on the ring?
No, I didn't recognize that signet. But all the while, Dana was giggling to herself. I reckon she had her eye on another mark.
Where did she go next from here? You said she had a lot of coin on her.
That she did. She also had a feeling someone was following her. Someone on a horse.
Someone followed her on a horse from Kuttenberg. Did she say what he looked like?
She didn't. At first, she thought it was some wealthy lord out for a ride. But he held back. Never passed by her and...
And did you see him? Did he come all the way here?
No. But Stenna thought he would show. She even left her scarf here and paid some girl to walk around with it to make it look like she was still here.
And then where'd she go?
She wanted to go the back way, through the woods, so nobody could follow her. Past the woods is a road and a ford across a stream. Next to it is a huge boulder. When it rains, the water can rise fast. The road goes on to Kuttenberg.
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really someone following her, I reckon if they saw she was long in returning, they could have waited for her at the ford, no?
Fuck! That's quite possible. I made a point of looking, but I didn't see any riders that day. So I forgot about it.
Is Denna's scarf? Do you still have it?
Aye. I wanted to give it back to her the next time she came.
Will you give it to me? I'll try having my dog track her down.
All the same to me. Here you go. But it's been a long time. I don't know if it will help.
And could it have been Father Prokop following her?
What do I know? If he has a horse and fancy clothes. But why would he do it?
I heard he wanted to find her an honest job, but she wasn't interested.
I don't know. She didn't say nothing about that.
And could it have been William?
And who would that be?
He's this bard she was seeing.
I don't know about that. I don't remember her mentioning nobody by that name.
Well, I'll go and...
I hope you don't. Farewell, sir.
Doggo.
Track.
Go. Well, we didn't really come a long way, did we?
Mary, Mother of God. Hope nothing's missing. I'd better look.
Have a nice journey. I'll be back.
Matt!
Let's go to that spot first and then let's track him.
Go!
If I can still do that. It's...
Ja! Quick! Ja! Whoa!
I know what I came here by here is...
That has to be that ford Pike was talking about. We should take a look around here.
See the blood? Like it's not obvious at all, is it? There.
Poor thing. She didn't get very far. Ugh, she's been lying here a long time. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated as the others. Unfortunately, I can't tell if somebody strangled her like the others. She's been lying here too long for that, but her head is smashed in. Either the murderer hit her with a rock, or dashed her hard against the ground. She must have put up a fight. Or maybe he lost his patience. Oh, she's all stuck to her clothes. They're torn up, but I don't see any cuts. The rips are odd. Like someone was looking for something. Oh, I can't make much out by now. But it seems as if the fingers on her right hand are broken. Did the murderer torture her? Or was he trying to get something out of her hand?
Maybe the ring.
Oh, my God. Oh, something fell out of her. A signet ring. Oh, that must be the one she stole. But how did it get inside her? Did she swallow it herself? Or did the murderer shove it in there? Was she trying to hide it? Or was it punishment for stealing? Well, That's enough. But what does it all mean? I'd say she put up a decent fight, and the killer had to improvise, and that's about all I can find out. She's probably been lying here a few weeks, but that ring is a good lead.
She wouldn't have, like, the killer wouldn't have put it in her way. Is it in the quest? Is that sign even? Can't see, it's so small. Okay. Oh. Yes.
Now you've got to get it. We're under attack.
Fuck. Fuck.
I'm all yours. Ah. I surrender. I surrender. Ah!
There was really just one guy left. God. Well then.
Go. Ka.
Fucking kill.
Ka. Quick.
Time for that shit.
Ka.
Just that poor woman.
Oh.
Kind of everything in life. Run away.
A miller without a mill is like a fish out of water. But as it happens, I know of an abandoned mill not far from here.
What? You?
Aye.
God, you're an angel in the flesh. I thought they were...
Fortunately, that didn't...
God be with you. I am greatly indebted. And if you ever... Farewell.
Okay. So. There. So there's two things to do. Talk to the miners at the inn at night. He said when I asked him for the quest, he said go see us there. So we do that, and then the other thing is steal some stuff during the night on the other side of the river, south of Kirimdor. Sure. So that as well.
May God give...
Set down.
Excuse me.
Oh, they're gonna start fighting.
Or what?
God bless.
How's it going, Francie?
God be with you, Henry. Friend.
Excuse me.
Excused.
I'll have a jug of wine.
Oh, that's the what's it called? The Master Swordsman.
What's new? Nothing much. If you're looking for a ping.
Day that walk. I apologize.
Oh, so this is probably the minor guy.
Excuse me.
I recall.
Yeah, I can see it. Cool, so we might be able to play like just wait a few seconds and we'll play the game
Greetings to you as well.
instead of fighting.
What?
I apologize.
Oh, because they're fighting.
Where's that
innkeeper?
beer?
That beer.
It's nice.
God bless you.
Greetings.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Ugh.
One beer, please.
Well, look who showed up. Henry, come here and have a seat. I must tell you something.
Greetings, Franzi. How's it going in the mine?
Oh, we was hewing when a punching hit me napper. It's like black pudding now.
What?
Of course. I don't quite understand, but I believe you.
Well, to hell with you. I'm glad to see you. It's good you came because Vlachia is a canny job for you.
I'm glad to finally get a word in. It's great you didn't leave us in the lurch and came back, Henry.
Oh, why wouldn't I? I'd love to have a beer with you. After all, in Skalitz, I grew up among miners.
How are you, lad? Join us in the pit. It'll be a real good change of pace.
Aye, there's half and chink in it. But you look like you'd rather have a weapon in your hand than a pickaxe, eh?
True. I'm my lord's protector, and that's done better with a sword than a pick.
Fair enough. But if you brace someone on the napper with a pickaxe, they won't be moving either. But let's get to the point.
Aye, it's a damn serious matter.
The most serious. War mining tradition.
Uh-huh. That smells like more trouble.
It does.
Proved yourself to be one of us, Henry. And that's why I'm inviting you to our traditional shoot fest. And that's not all. As the gaffer of the St. Anthony mine, by the authority entrusted to me, I offer you the honor of ganning with us to consecrate the Pitman's Stang. Tell me, do you accept the offer?
Unfortunately, I have no idea what this is about.
Winning, of course! The popping G's right round the corner, and our pit always wins the competition. And
Hold your water, Franzi. It's about the consecration of the ceremonial St. Anthony Stang, and taking an oath before our patron saints.
we have to go around all the kirks and get them to bless war miners' standards. War champion Anton Kaspar can see to that. But we have to protect him, so nothing happens along the way. So, are you coming?
Well, how could I turn down such an honor?
Grand. Glad to hear it. Tomorrow morning, Franzi and our best marksman Anton will wait for you at the Church of John the Baptist on Hoprink. That's tomorrow now, and be there on time.
Okay. Let's see. So I can put this away for now. So that's the other one wrong. This can go away for now. So we want this. So that's the thing. Steal. Okay. Talk to him, steal the stuff, sleep, do the minus challenge.
found out some interesting things about those murders. Just like you said.
That's wonderful news. But wait a while. I promised Catherine we'd wait for her.
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after you did, and started asking me questions. Just like you.
Will you send for her? So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up. How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly, but I have a few ideas.
I've asked around a bit, and I have my own suspicions.
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some more details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
Well, I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well,
Well? Who do you suspect now?
well, I'd say William did it. The minstrel.
You can't be serious. He's innocent.
Uh-huh. And who do you think it was?
Prokop. I'm sure of it.
No. Really? That's impossible. It couldn't have been him.
So I see we disagree. Too bad. We could have been done with it quickly.
Well, who do you think it was then?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out, and then it might be easier for us.
Go on then. Starting with who?
Let's talk about Yarka, the one raised by Father Prokop.
What did you learn about her?
Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was actually her uncle.
Really? But he still could have killed her.
His own relative?
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he knows the story of Cain and Abel.
Prokop also admitted that he didn't know how to handle her, and perhaps he was too strict.
What do you expect from a Bible thumper? Man punishes and God forgives. It never occurs to them that if man didn't punish, God wouldn't have to forgive.
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold it against him.
Think of it that way.
He really tried to make sure she was well taken care of. He wanted to find her a husband, too.
And did you learn who he found?
No. I think it fell apart when Yarka started rebelling. Yarka started working for the von Grolla family, where she remained until her death.
I was there to ask whether she'd given them any trouble, but they said she was always thorough and reliable.
Ah, so what's the story with von Grolls?
A very wealthy and important family. The mother is quite devout, known to spend a lot of time in prayer. Old von Grolla's been sick for years. Can't even get out of bed.
So, who runs affairs?
That would be young Hendel. They say he's quite successful.
Before her death, I heard she often went to dances.
There's nothing wrong or surprising about that.
Maybe. Prokop was convinced that she went to see William. That was actually the only name he mentioned.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means she had some relationship with William, or at least knew him.
And now, most importantly, Yarka was pregnant when they killed her.
I didn't know that. Do you know for sure? So they gutted her.
To make it impossible to tell she was pregnant, I wouldn't be surprised.
May God forgive us.
Because it was
Do
the
you know
von
who
Goller
she's
guy.
pregnant with? Because if we know who the father is, we'll likely know who the killer is.
She didn't tell Prokop.
It had to be someone from those dances. Maybe William.
Prokop is convinced that she was murdered by that bard, William.
I heard the daughters of important men come to see him.
Really? But I found out you accused Prokop first.
What? Why?
It doesn't matter. It was a mistake, and I paid for it.
And were you as sure then as you are now about William?
I don't think so. But he's a skirt chaser.
Perhaps. But what?
But then he could never...
Why not? He could come back a year later once the...
That's all I was able to find out.
You still found out more than I...
But it's not enough.
But we can agree that she was killed because of her pregnancy, can't we?
Agreed. Somebody got rid of her to make sure nobody found out she was pregnant.
I'm sure William wanted...
William isn't the only man with a prick. And he certainly didn't use it to strangle her to death.
Such language. What are you trying to say?
That making babies and murdering folks require different tools.
But who would it be if not the father?
Someone who stood to lose something because of the child. Money, reputation, honor.
Freedom?
I managed to find Stanya.
Alive? You found her alive?
I did. Alive and well. Hiding with the charcoal burners.
So she's not one of our victims?
She is. She just managed to escape the killer. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. She heard somebody talking in a side street, but it was empty. But when she walked by, someone grabbed her by the throat and started strangling her.
And how did she manage to get away?
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face with it. He either got startled or hurt, but he let her go.
Did she get a look at him? Did she take his eye out or something?
No, she didn't stop to find out. Just ran. Which is probably why she survived.
And what about the blood in the bedroom?
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared that she grabbed her things and ran off to her beloved charcoal burner.